Hello everyone, I am Alyan Fiverrwala and today I am live with very special guest Sir Nathan. Sir Nathan is an entrepreneur based in Japan, focus on digital intermediation platform Japan Exchange and Japan English Exchange to bridge language data sharing. Sir Nathan aims to propel the next industrial revolution in rural Japan. He's also consultant providing leadership and brand counseling service. So welcome sir, how are you?
Doing great. Nice to see you. Thank you.
Nice to see you too, sir. So first of all, I'm very thankful to you to coming in my show and giving your time. Thanks so much for coming. All right. So before moving on the question, can you please introduce yourself as well?
Okay, my name is Nathan Raymond. I'm living in Japan in a countryside area near many companies in the land of companies. That's Japan. But I'm from New York, and New York and Japan, they have opposite culture. So I became a hybrid of cultures. And now we welcome people from any country, your country, my country, any country. Come on, let's collaborate. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for this amazing introduction. So, sir, can you tell us about your journey as an entrepreneur, particularly your decision to base your operation in Japan?
Yes, I like how you use the word entrepreneur because the word entrepreneur is different than an employee. And these words we use, anyway, the thing about entrepreneur is that it starts from your passion. So I didn't come to Japan as a employee. I came because I was so interested in Japan. uh, and I didn't know. I mean, I knew I was interested from watch movies, right? But when I met Japanese people, something like different, like attracted me because it's so opposite to America. And the thing that's opposite to us is like a magnet, because a magnet is a north and a south. Yeah. So when we are just the north or the south, no attraction. But then when we get the magnet, things start happening. So, you know, I'm here in the okay, I started in different places, but the place I came is a countryside because my wife is here and I met her in New York, so she speaks English, and both of us, we're like hybrid, and our children, so living here now.
All right, wonderful. So,
Yeah.
sir, my next question is, what inspired you to focus on digital integration, communication, and community development?
Yeah, well, it's because I am from America, but living in Japan, and I want to keep connection with home. And so when we are digital, the location doesn't matter. So instead of a business in your community and selling to the community, your online business can sell to anyone in the world. So this is very good, I think.
All right. So, um, could you elaborate on the mission and goal Japan Exchange and Japan English Exchange?
So the Japan exchange came from a time during the pandemic when the travel stopped. But I'm in Japan and we all have smartphone, right? And like if I have a camera, I can like be the eyes of you And it's like a metaverse experience that from your computer, you can experience Japan. And when I was exchange student, I had it took 5 months to learn Japanese. So I want to find somebody who knows nothing about Japan, but I can accelerate their transformation. So now that Japan and the person, they are a combination, like a partnership. Yeah.
All right, wonderful. So, how do you believe writing language barrier contribute to fostering international collaboration?
Yeah, because see, the language we speak, it keeps life very limited. And actually, English, okay, I'm from America, but we're speaking English, come from England. And before that, coming from Latin. So these languages, actually, they keep us locked into one wavelength, one vibration. And so when we deal with different cultures, so in English, just writing letters, in Japan, we also communicating in pictures. And in Egypt, they communicate in pictures. So now communicating in numbers and pictures is a sign of the higher mind. And when we communicate with I don't communicate in English. I communicate in vibration and action. And there's so many languages, like not verbal, but unspoken, that is but if you learn to master these languages and use different languages, you can increase your power beyond the limitation of your country.
Wonderful, amazing. So, sir, what have you encountered in your effort to propel the next industrial revolution in real Japan?
Okay, well, so much difficulty. Japan doesn't change. Look, the country of Japan. Look, look, there's a reason it took me 30 years to get to this point where now Japan and I can be good partners. But when you're in Japan, they want to preserve the culture, preserve the way things are. But they have problems they cannot fix. At this point, the problem is lack of money. And so we're teaching people how you don't need money. I mean, you need money, but before money, there's 3 steps, right? So there's the 3 elements: health, wealth, relationships. So first we focus on the health, then we focus on the relationships, and that create the network. And then we can focus on the wealth. But everybody, they skip the health and the relationships. They say, where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the money? You cannot be that way with money, because money is a magnet and attracting. You must be powerful and say, money come, like that. Yes.
Exactly, wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, so how do you leverage your experience in internet marketing to support your initiative?
Yes, so marketing is magic. Marketing is magic. Look, the human is, it's a technology. We are the quantum computer. So now this is the new word, quantum, quantum. What is quantum? Well, it helps to know that the human is the quantum. So when I invite travel to Japan, I don't say, hey, travel to Japan only. I say, quantum travel to Japan. I'm the only one talking about quantum travel. And all you need is a question. What is quantum travel? Ha ha ha. Step by step. It's like fishing, okay? You need the bait. What is the bait? Quantum. Because you don't understand the word quantum. What is quantum? Exactly. Now I get to explain. Yeah. You know.
Right. So can you share some insight into urban data sharing its relevance to your work?
Urban data sharing is how you are worth $1 million right now. You can, look, the information that you have, okay, I'll tell you, Facebook, they are using your information. Do you know how much money Facebook makes? But guess what? We don't make any of the money. It's all our information. So if you know your information, we get off Facebook onto our system and it's our information. And so now you can, with me, right? We can make deals. And so this is a bridge. You and I are a bridge to unite our communities. Because, look, I can look up your
What are
information. Sorry, it was a gap. I was explaining from urban data allows me in Japan to look up the information so you don't have to do anything because this information I look up, I put it into automation system. So you don't do anything. The automation system is doing the work. You just choose your best life so you can make YouTube videos with a natural happiness. That's what we want. We can tell your authentic vibration. If you're low, if you're high, we know that. You don't have to say, it's unspoken communication. Go ahead.
right? So as an consultant, what are the key aspects you focus on when providing leadership and brand counseling service?
So the difference between a brand and the difference between a company. If I'm selling travel, then of course other people sell travel cheaper price. But for me, my brand is an experience. And so if people will pay a high price, my service is the best. But also, I am free. I don't charge for my service. You got to understand that, right? That's what the brand is. The brand says, here in Japan, I could be an English teacher. I can go to a Japanese person and say, give me money, I teach English. But no, because Japan is already doing that. There are already English teachers, and Japan for 50 years has been trying to study English They spend so much money, but they don't speak English. So I say to Japanese people, hey, don't give me money, give me your urban data. Let me do a report of you, and I will match you to a foreign person, and we bring the foreign person to Japan to collaborate. Now we're making money from tourism. But now is a magic that I don't charge the person who is traveling. If you come to Japan, you travel for free, a scholarship. Why? Because I'm going to train you and the company going to sponsor you because your personal brand is going to make money for those companies sponsoring you because now you are relationship manager. The company marketing says, do you want to buy? Do you want to, your answer, yes or no, yes or no. But with me, we don't say, do you want to buy? Yes or no. We change. We say, how are you? Health, wealth, relationships. Health. How are you? What are you doing? Oh, you're doing entrepreneurship? Oh, guess what? Now I know what you're doing. Now I can introduce you to the right people. See, and I do it as a volunteer of the community. I'll make money, don't worry, but we're making money from the marketing and from the companies because we are the best marketing and it's word of mouth referral. Like if you eat a good restaurant, you're like, oh, it's so good. You tell your friend, hey, I just ate this food. It's so good. See, that is marketing. And nobody had to pay me. It's so delicious, I'm telling you. So that's what I hope. Like my experience is so good and transform you into a freelancer. Oh my God, now I tell my friends. That is marketing.
All right, amazing. So, what are some notable success or milestone you have achieved in promoting digital integration initiative in Japan?
So at this point, I think okay, I have attracted this guy from India. All right, this guy from India. He has a company, but he lived in Japan and he lived in Tokyo. But he then his visa went out, so he go back to India. But he speaks Japanese. So in India, he started a Japanese school and he trained all these Indians in Japanese. And so he wants to send them to Japan. And I'm here. So I tell him, come on. So when he sent people to Japan, I took my camera and I filmed them visiting Japanese companies. So even though I don't have like a business, sort of like I'm a startup company, but I still have the proof. I have the video of me welcoming students, touring in the company. And now and this week I'm going to my city hall to talk with the mayor office about how, and I show them the video because it's one thing to say an idea, but another thing to show that you actually did it. You have the proof. So I have the proof, and that makes the vibration of my communication very powerful. So that's what I will help people do. If you have an idea, I will help you through urban data. We will show the proof so that you feel confident that you are a success. Yeah.
Wonderful and best of luck to you. So, how do you measure the success of your initiative both quantitatively and qualitatively.
At this point, the YouTube video. So when I have a city, okay, we have 12 categories of business. Okay, it's hard to see, but I am the English conversation school here, right? Then we have nonprofits, podcasting, universities, tech recruitment, city hall, internships, travel, local business, makers lab, franchising, and art. Those are 12 categories of business in your community. They all have an 8-hour workday. So when you come to Japan from the morning, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., you will visit these businesses. You will take a video. You will be with a Japanese person. But from that video and your experience, we transform the business to now be a 4-hour workday. No 8-hour workday. Why do have an 8-hour from 9 to 5? Because before they paying you by the hour, right? 1 hour, this much money. But now we make a video, we pay by the information, by the proof. So when you travel to me, you coming here, make a video, we share it and transform through e-commerce sale. Yeah. So, if you have a business, maybe you have a product, maybe you sell like $10, something, right? But we have 12 categories and a trip and travel. So we bring a big package of value, right? And so you can get more value for a lower price and transform the experience. Come on, people. This is good.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. So, looking ahead, what are your aspirations for the future of digital integration and community development in Japan?
Okay, I'll give you comparison. In China, they call something called the Silk Road. They build a big road, a physical road in China that connect all these countries, Europe, Africa, Middle East, okay? But for us, this is digital transformation. We make a digital Silk Road. So I'm in Japan. India has startups. And okay, this university called BITS Pilani, they're giving their students 1 year to build your startup. So I say to BITS Pilani India, hey India, come to Japan. Come to my location. I will connect you with Japanese business. Then you and me go to America. And in America, I am going to be starting startup for Americans. And Japanese business, India business, when they come to America, I introduce to American to start the American branch of the business. So then when the India person go back to India, they have a branch in Japan, they have a branch in America. So we have the India, Japan, America road. Then we get Pakistan, other countries, you guys coming to Japan, America, India, but include your country, so we're going to be global. My personal brand, my strategy to be in every country, same as you, all of our personal brands in every country, but we need a strategy. So I am the bridge of America and Japan. America, Japan have so much money. It's like venture capital. So they support, and I create the startup, but the startup is just you and international people you match. That is the startup, your supply chain, and we can engineer supply chains.
All right, that's great, really wonderful. So, sir, thank you, Sir Nathan, for sharing your invaluable insight and experience with us. Your dedication to branding culture and lives diverse through digital integration is truly inspiring. We appreciate the profound impact you are making in Japan, particularly in rural areas, and your commitment to fostering international collaboration. Thank you once again for your time and expertise. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.